onto the boat.
There it is again, to your north, as it has been since you came to the coast.
What?
The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other, but then...
It's a 42% chance.
Something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Kim, can you hear that?
What?
What are you talking about? Is this really us?
What?
Your skin crawls.
Oh my god, what is that? It's the Stickbug! Wait, no way. No way. Is it the Insolentian Phasmid?
Delicate tendrils.
Oh my, no, I'm high. I've got to be high.
Limb by limb. To then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
I've got to be high. What is that?
What are you talking about?
The giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over
Oh my
3
god.
meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head.
No, I'm going crazy.
Feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun.
I've gone insane. I finally got insane.
You feel the lieutenant's hand on your back, and then you hear him say 4 words.
I can see it.
What in the absolute fuck?
Thank God.
Oh,
If you
thank
can see
God.
it, then you're not insane. It's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair.
What the hell?
White and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. The segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something that's not there. Take long, deep breaths.
Man, who even cares
Slow
about the
down.
old man anymore? We found a
Open your head, and when
cryptid.
you do,
No, why did Lena and Morel leave? No.
reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Laid the pheromone on thick.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets
Kim.
of water.
I don't want to waste any time. Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the
Oh
air like
my
the blade of a
God.
sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant.
Look at that.
Hypnotized by the flash, it stands frozen before you.
Look at that.
I got it.
Nice.
For all time.
Slowly reach out and touch a
The
whisker.
antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, You barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet.
I'm so impressed that they set up the second photo when we first took the photo of the body. They set it up because he's like, be careful, I only have 2. They set that shit up so early.
Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than the other one.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
I'm a degenerate.
It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water. The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed.
Touch.
You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing.
Big touch.
A small shudder passes the creature's arm. High above you, its black pearl eyes still glisten, mesmerized by the light passing its nervous system. Here, within the smooth white inner part of its limb, you sense something very intimate. Thoughts.
The nervous system could be spread out like that, over the extremities, like a cuttlefish.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Hello, I'm Harry.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you. The invertebrate stops, raising its side-like arms and tilting its tiny head, formed from the fused plates around its mouth. For a second, the effigy is frozen. Then it nudges back into motion with a click.
I exist.
Oh my god, I'm speaking to a... Oh. I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
Wunderbar.
Yes, holy is the Lord of hosts, and all the earth is filled with his glory. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist,
Intruded from behind by what?
shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations, a swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms, all speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels
The fuck is happening to me right now?
in truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. And if I did, it would never ache.
I'm glad to be me, an incredible sensitive instrument.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire
Okay.
and writhing glass.
I can see the old man still by the fire. I was very worried that he was just gonna be gone.
And when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you. That must be incredibly hard. The orthodox
I'm keeping my
and
shit
silent
together.
and meaningless all of you
I think.
know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you. And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. But from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
In honor of your shit, Lieutenant Yfreter,
In honor of my
which
shit.
you kept together in the face of total unrelenting terror, day after day, second by second.
I did use my volumetric shit compressor.
Detective arriving
On
on the scene.
on the scene.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
The killer?
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration
You're destroying him?
very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
Oh no.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
God?
I think we should eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Or read. Yum yum.
Chat, do not have sex with the Insulindian Phasmid. Do not fuck the Stickbug. I know you're thinking it. I know you're thinking it.
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulindian Isula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight,
350.
masquerading as the reeds, molting, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
It's definitely dangerous.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese.
I bet Kim is just standing there like, what the hell is no, he's used to it. He's used to it by now.
I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Revelshop, district of Martinez, March 51.
Are you poisonous?
Yes, I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry,
Oh,
it is only destructive over long periods of time. No, you are.
oh,
The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile simian nerve system ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement
Oh,
between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
right, because the pale is an allegory for for climate change. Hence, the pale is human
It
made.
is a nervous shadow cast into the world
Right.
by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
Yep, that makes sense.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident. We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago.
Oh,
When organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
of all the types of words I needed to hear in a sentence, oxygen holocaust is really low on that list. That's just the worst thing I've heard.
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
Blink quick.
Please, do not do that again.
I will be extra careful not to blink, stick insect. Don't worry.
Please be. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sigh, and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
The case? The case is meaningless compared to this. I have totally transcended the case.
I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts. That was all.
No, there is one more.
Of all the creatures I have met, you have been the kindest. That's not true. Kim is better. The most beautiful.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For freedom.
I will try.
She was held on Earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Ha!
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
It appears that that my ex was not, in fact, not hell on earth. Based on how she handled all the things I said, she was not hell on earth. She seemed like instead she had the patience of a saint. Goodbye, gigantic stick bug. God damn, it moved quick. The nice voice of that
Just
bug
like that,
helps with the fact
gone.
that that is
Skating
the most
away across
horrifying
the
creature
strong
ever.
mirror, like a skipping stone.
It reminds me of those
Nothing
giant
but circles
centipede
of
bugs
water.
in Dark Souls 3 before the Pontiff Sulyvahn fight in the Irithyll castle.
And something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Ah, yes! Video, they understand game players. My loot!
It's gone.
I can walk on water?
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
What's in the reeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Yeah, but the items, though. Oh, God. The helmet. Good Lord. It's a really cool looking helmet, but good Lord. And then sniper scope and gun. Damn it, why do all the racists have the best drip? It's not fair.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
How could you not see the phasmid? Oh.
Mr. Doras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking with fear and longing, like an addict of some terrible substance. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Doras?
By him not moving?
Trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What's happened to him?
Old age and shock.
I think it's the phasmid.
Yes, The arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
It says destroying him.
You should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you?
Yeah, maybe. It's alright.
A valid hunch. Long-term exposure to something like that could be neurodegenerative. Also, please be careful when approaching a known species in the future, detective.
Yeah.
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should. Nothing. Just the last
Nothing.
embers have gone out.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did.
Oh yeah, he
also put it
did!
back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross would
I
have
forgot
taken it.
Kuno said he kicked it into the sea. I forgot.
If it did, this is incredible.
I forgot.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
If you say so, Kim. What a trip. What a goddamn trip. About a goddamn cryptid. About a goddamn... Where are you going? Oh, I have to go up, that's right. About a goddamn cryptid. Got a hardcore communist creep dude watching gal have sex. Shot a mercenary from like a mile away. Sorry, kilometer away. You better goddamn play the music.
Let's. We are done here.
I want to hear more
The
sad
skiff
FM.
rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet, but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
The cops.
2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square
Yep.
of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
What's
Look
up?
what the tide brought him. I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot. Oh, really? They don't seem bothered by it? That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton.
Yeah, I'm a cop in a goddamn exoskeleton.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
Vic, calm down.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Oh my god.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
Not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I'm not telling them about the Phasmin.
I
They
really
don't deserve
want
it.
to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that.
Right?
But it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
Agreed.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on. Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? Or maybe a short but close stint on the task force. He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually. We're just worried.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do but stink. You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries instead of working. God damn it, Harry.
Mercenary Tribunal. Mm-hmm.
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Detect or die. Face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson.
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
Why would you leave a literal police god?
You were crying hysterically. You were drunk, breaking things, being emotionally abusive. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. Like you told us to.
Alright, none of us ringing any
The
bells.
bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Detective God. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's
Kim drove the
standing,
boat.
Reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes.
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
I drank so much I lost my memory. Now I'm slowly recovering from it. It's just what it is.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
Yes, I did.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmare, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice.
Yes.
And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
And then he destroyed a bird in a room. He drank everything with Tequila Sunset, drove my car into a lake, auctioned off my gun,
What do you mean?
Well,
etc.
what if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input.
What?
Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
What?
Okay, Trump, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership, now.
I'm ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that.
Leadership now, yells authority.
And use the body. Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Just stand there.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
God damn it.
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just
I'm just gonna
admits
tell him.
it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Oh. Hand-eye coordination is still solid.
Hey, badge.
Behold my badge.
And your gun?
Here we go again. Lost gun. Trying to terrorize you.
I upgraded my gun to a rifle.
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost.
Got that too.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I quit drinking.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
My odor situation is meaningless compared to what I've discovered.
What you discovered? You let the suspect escape. A certain Glacier.
Oh, I did do that.
To assess a flight risk.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Yeah, spy from the Occident.
Oh, well. If she was specially trained. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect who also escaped. Yeah, Ruby's something.
True.
Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze.
I don't know about that one.
Peanuts. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
Hey.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yeah, what he said.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
Yeah, because Kim actually has power here.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
Look, Kim.
On Lieutenant Yefreter Dubois.
Double you, freighter.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
Well, that's only half true.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the superstardom.
This is okay, I see what we're doing. We're going through all my stuff.
Alluded to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says
We're going
he
through all my
smokes
thoughts.
about 20 times a day. It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler.
A hustler.
He grinds. He makes the real. He's a visionary and a
No money engineer.
which is just. Other still, He is also a Mazovian socio-economist.
I
He
am?
believes in liquidating the ruling class. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal on both of them.
Oh, because I said it. Okay, I didn't internalize the thought. Right.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea. And the drugs, of course. Amphetamine, mostly. But despite all this, he is a great detective.
I didn't
One
internalize
of the
it, so I
best
thought it
ones.
wouldn't be mentioned, but I did say it a lot.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species,
A new species?
a colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think.
I like how
maybe
embarrassed he
it
is
was
saying
in
these
the
words.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Boom shakalaka, motherfucker.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
No.
Detective?
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, but also... the old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Not really. No, it's not really connected. The dude saw someone porking a gal and he was fucking pissed off and shot him. It's not like really connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
We have the killer, the Dross. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A
Yeah.
revolutionary matronym.
Sure.
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The
Oh.
custom was overturned after the revolution failed,
Well.
but not before it made it to Revachol.
Well, okay then. That's
So,
not really what I was asking.
Is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Okay, yeah. Now we're
Of
back
course,
on that.
excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He killed the mercenary and acted jealousy.
Jealousy? I
Yeah.
thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid
Yeah.
and its chemical.
Like it aggravated
He
him,
himself gave a
maybe.
political reason.
But come
Said he
on.
had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have a sniper's nest.
For
with
being
screws
real
in
about
which
this, he
the
was
mercenary died,
sexually jealous.
right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
It's my masterpiece. I'll teach this in cop school.
Masterpiece. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
I haven't drank in a while.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something.
Thanks, perception
It will
smell.
pass in time.
Dead man on the boardwalk, yeah.
Yes. fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How'd you know I
The
found him?
body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue.
Oh, right.
I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Thanks, horse lady.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Confiscate drugs from the kid's dad.
Who's Kuno?
The kid?
You don't want to know.
Duh.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did.
Oh.
It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink.
Mystery
I
of the
don't
Doom
know what
commercial
the
area.
Commercial area is.
The
Why?
bankrupt area.
That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Yeah, but I'm
There
learning.
was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Oh, crap, it's gone down again. Oh, well, that went back up quick. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
Yeah, it turned some kids' lives around.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
All right, that's Delawaire's Union assassination. We'll go with that one.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open.
Oh,
Martinez,
good point.
Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
Good point.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union related for political neutrality.
Political neutrality. Eat my ass. I don't think I'm going to get on the I'm not going to get on the Phasmin part of this. The Phasmin part of it's a bad idea. We'll just go with this rest part. So we want to say, want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
You haven't been
Sick.
drinking, she thinks. So maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
Shut up.
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron.
Oh, cool.
It's getting really
No
cold.
wonder I have such a good clean.
Maybe.
This does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of fallen sportswear I've
your
amassed.
love of retro-style dance music, how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick.
Holy shit.
The raw, robust stamina output.
He makes a good point.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
He doesn't make a very good point. Being a gym teacher does not mean you're in shape.
And this guy, too.
When was this?
20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Yeah.
You really went with it, too. Really maximized the damage.
Some chick who?
Dora something. Dora Ingerlund. Yeah, you mentioned her name.
Doring.
Something like that. Half-Vasen.
So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
No one is married anymore.
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
Okay. 6 years ago?
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
The fuck? Fuck you, Volition!
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dorangalon really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Figures.
Extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Heartbreak, Welkin. Pain, Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
That's funny.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
Yeah, did she leave me because I drank too much, or did I drink too much because she left? Yeah, I don't know.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
I need to lean about this Phasmid ASAP.
Who is Lena?
Cryptozoologist.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Let's go.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Agreed.
She is going to be over the moon.
Yeah.
Watch out, or she'll faint.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
You want to do that at my station?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of
Nah.
captains with my doom monger.
Nah, come on, hang out with me.
Work with Price?
My guy.
I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
Oh.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
Oh.
I do like the sound of that.
Let's go.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon
Damn, it's
sky,
close.
The great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course.
Of course.
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Big white end button. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we both ride backseat, me and Kim together, you know it. Hey, whoa, 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 no third wheeling. Ah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh. Fuck, that's a lot of game. That's a lot to experience. That's a lot of game. Whew. Yeah, this game fucks. I didn't die! I pulled it off! I did it! I survived the fucking tribunal! I'm shocked I did. I was shocked. Dude, that was literally, I'll turn the volume down a little bit so I can talk. That was literally a text-based boss fight with no reactions required and unlimited time. And I was sweating. I was fucking sweating. I cannot believe I popped those last checks. And the boxcars roll on the dance. And the boxcars roll on the dance. Of course, Titus Hardy is done by a guy named Matt Christman, the most, like, just white-ass name out there. Final Cut voice acting, Mike W. Goodman. Mike W. Goodman. And also the other narrator guy. Oh god, they did so much stuff. Holy crap. There were some, yeah, those were the OG voices. I just realized that. The new voices are here. God damn. Yeah, I actually, I heard a little bit of the pre-Final Cut voices, and I'm not gonna lie, Final Cut's better. It's like an almost across the board improvement. I can't imagine playing this game without VA work. Like, the game is obviously still good because the writing is excellent, but the VA work is such an elevation. It's such an elevation above. I gotta say, this was a hard game to play through. It's a lot. It's physically draining. It's also, it is like, this game took some fucking balls to make. Political litmus test. Dude, I feel like if you play this game, you have to put a certain amount of your political feelings out there. Like, there's no denying it. You can't play this game apolitically. That's not the point of the game. And I think, I gotta be honest, chat, I'm very proud of you for a couple things. One, you didn't make fun of my political views. You really were just an ultra moralist. I don't know. But I mean, like, you can't play this game fence sitting. The game literally fucking, like, makes fun of you for fence sitting. Hardcore. The game has an agenda. The game has a point. That's not a bad thing. Games that are too fence sitting are worse. They lose intrigue. They lose interest. Oh my god, this is the view from the goddamn island. Holy shit. There it is. Right there. Right there. Right fucking there. Oh. Holy shit. Everard is in the storage container to hide from the sniper, not because he's lazy. Are you sure? He's pretty lazy. No, I figured out the pail. I figured out the pail in the background thing. That's pretty insanity. It's a pretty hard game to make. I'm really impressed. They tackled some hard fucking issues in this game. Between like, Classia just liking the hard-ass mercenary banging her is such a shocking revelation. Like, I did not expect that. I feel like in any other written game it would be horribly demeaning. Like, horribly demeaning. Girls can be into sex too? Dude, girls are as into, if not more into sex than guys. It's just that they can't really express as much because they might get followed home. But like, holy hell, what's a girl? That's a good point. Yeah. So the racism in this game was pretty interesting. We met 4 pretty good ones. We got the driver, Measurehead, Gary, and the piece of work at the end, the rude gunner guy. Also, I'm kind of impressed that Harry's gal was just a girl. She didn't die. He didn't lose a kid. She just broke up with him. There's an option to be racist to Kim. I couldn't do that. That's like shooting Morden in Mass Effect 3. I just can't do that. She got an abortion, you missed that? Oh, well, she said unborn daughter. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was parsing the religious aspect of the Dolores Day thing, but I wasn't 100%. Because they were mixing in a little bit of the Dolores Day innocent stuff, so I wasn't sure how much of it needed to be trimmed off. That's why I take the checks, Bricky. Dude, I missed a shitload in this game. That's what happens when you play a fucking RPG. It's an RPG. I missed tons of shit. I'll play it again with a whole different build and I'll see like double the stuff. Also, it was quite a sad moment, so I didn't really go through a whole lot of it. I wanna know what the hell a logic build is. Okay, well, here's a question, chat. What is the most try-hard meta build? 4422? 3333? Most of you are saying 4422. Seems like mental and logic are pretty good. Full conceptualization, you get so much experience. Wompty Dompty Center plus actual art degree demolishes with an int-based build. Okay, I have to look up what the Wompty Dompty Center does. Wompty Dompty Dom Center. Encyclopedia passives give plus 10 XP and 2 Rhea. Holy shit. Wait, passives? Like it's just showing up when you're talking to people? That's insanity. That's way too good. I think the only reason it's not the most broken is because you have to go on Wednesday and get to the guy to internalize the thoughts. Actual art degree. Passive conceptualization passives gives plus 1 morale and plus 10 XP again? That's insanity. That's actual insanity. It sounds like you level up every goddamn conversation. I did get the thought lets you click on it that lets you get XP when you click at the orbs. How do you get actual art degree? Talk to Joyce about the lynching. Dig until you reach just check accept jam mystery. I dig your style, ma'am. Send you the skull about her artwork. Oh, you need conceptualization to talk to you, so you need to do some dialogue choices for the stuff. You just gotta make art jokes. Okay. Oh, what a game. What a goddamn game.